Yeah, well, think about it. You go into your doctor's office, you have a long list of symptoms. You give those symptoms over to your doctor. He or she gives you an official title of that symptom. You're like, oh, finally, somebody understands it. And so you go and maybe you take the diagnosis, the prescription, or the treatment. You go fulfill the treatment. Let's say the drug works. You're like, the doctor was amazing, the drug was amazing. There's no empowerment in that at all. Now, if the pill doesn't work, then what ends up happening is you go back to the doctor and you're like, hey, pill didn't work. And the doctor says, okay, well, let's try a different pill. And then you try a different pill. And you do that like 3 or 4 times. And if it still doesn't work, then what happens is now you go to a different doctor. You're like, I got to go to a different doctor. This one's not working. And we keep outsourcing our power, looking for answers. Somebody show me, somebody show me. But with fasting, what happened is we showed this idea of metabolic switching where there's a time to eat and there's a time not to eat. And the longer you spend not eating, the more your body heals itself. And that concept, I think women had never really had grabbed before. And it was a tool that was so available. They could listen to to the podcast we did and apply it like an hour later. And all of a sudden, again, the only person to give credit to is yourself. And so maybe exercise. Exercise would be that tool. What other tools do we have that make you feel that powerful that quickly?
What if someone has never come across the concept of fasting before, which I think is probably quite implausible now, but can you give me the sort of like evolutionary basis for fasting? Why does it help? And where were we told a lie? Like, where did we take a wrong turn in the last 1,000 years, which made us, I don't know, just become really gluttonous and have 5 meals a day and so on?
Well, let's start with what fasting is.